World News: Trump accused of betraying Kurds and giving ISIS new life after green-lighting Turkey invasion of northern Syria. Science: 2019 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine discussion thread. Science: 9 out of 40 mice exposed to e-cigarette vapor developed a form of lung cancer, according to a new study. These findings have been criticized. Exposure wasn't similar to human vaping, but the authors argue that e-cig vapor can cause DNA damage that leads to lung cancer over time. World News: Trump justifies betraying the Kurds. They fought with us, but were paid massive amounts of money. World News: Philippines President Duterte reveals he has a chronic neuromuscular disease. Life Protypes, LPT, make your bed in the morning. Technology: Sony ends Facebook support on PS4. Politics: nation collapsing under GOP reign. Science: scientists discovered unusual echolocation behavior of the common sword-nosed bat, Loncarina aurita, which might represent an adaptation to aerial hawking, a very unusual hunting mode within the Philistomid family. Today I learned, the summit of Mt Everest has just become another tourist spot for the rich, and you can go despite having no prior mountain climbing experience. Today I learned, that Hotmail used to be written Hotmail because it was designed to include the letters HTML. Politics: John Brennan, CIA would call US very corrupt if it were another country. Nothianian: Phoenix man shoots self in face trying to quiet down neighbors. Politics: Lindsey Graham turns on Trump over disaster Syria move. Politics: Elizabeth Warren proposes tougher judicial ethics rules that would allow new investigations into Brett Kavanaugh and President Trump's sister. Unethical Protypes, ULPT, if you don't want to talk to canvassers, just tell them you already donate to whatever organization they're representing. Today I learned, Canada once minted a $1 million dollar coin, which was promptly stolen and never found. Science: early hunter-gatherers interacted much sooner than previously believed. Native American communities were cosmopolitan, they traded with distant peoples, they engaged in complex social relationships, and they had direct and indirect knowledge spanning hundreds if not thousands of kilometers. Technology: deep fake videos double in 9 months. World News: Trump accused of betraying Kurds and giving ISIS new life after green-lighting Turkey invasion of northern Syria. Unpopular opinion: if you have a tiny house and have children, you're an asshole. Politics: former FBI agent says Trump attempted to employ covert propaganda against American public. Science: politicians with greater openness to experience were less likely to win elections compared to unsuccessful rivals, suggests new Canadian study, N equals 3,328. People who are open to new ideas may not be as great at sticking to their political messages, and consistency in messaging is important to voters. Science: high fructose and high fat diet damages liver mitochondria. Unpopular opinion: Sundays are worse than Mondays. Politics: Donald Trump is Putin's foreign minister, ex-army intelligence officer says, reason enough to impeach. Technology: a brain-controlled exoskeleton has let a paralyzed man walk in the lab. World News: dozens of former national security officials, including several who once served under Trump, have signed an open letter honoring the first whistleblower to come forward in the Trump-Ukraine scandal and demanding their protection. World News: Trump justifies betraying the Kurds. They fought with us, but were paid massive amounts of money. Politics: Donald Trump's own former national security officials sign open letter saying Ukraine whistleblower did nothing wrong and deserves protection. Unethical, Nevada fighting to keep zombie deer from entering state. World News, House Democrats subpoena Pentagon, White House Budget Office for Ukraine documents. Unethical prototypes, ULPT how to get free Audible audio books forever. Shower thoughts, Spider-Man is usually depicted as a broke college/high school student. If he wasn't born in a major city like New York with skyscrapers to swing from, he would probably be running to and from crime scenes. News, are you worth being spiked? Nightclub slammed for response to drink spiking allegation. Politics, stinks of betrayal. Trump slammed for allowing Turkey to attack Kurdish allies in Syria. Politics, everyone is getting a little shaky. Republicans consider turning on Trump as impeachment support grows across U.S. Shower thoughts, it's easier to talk to strangers online because they offer advice with brutal honesty but without judgment or worry, and we mostly can't get this in the real world. World News, disturbing video shows hundreds of blindfolded prisoners in Xinjiang. Unpopular opinion, most creepy people are just people minding their own business. Technology, deep fake videos double in 9 months. Unethical, is beer a better painkiller than paracetamol? News, judge tosses out Trump challenge to tax return turnover. Politics, Pete Buttigieg proposes seizing patents and steep taxes on pharmaceutical companies who won't negotiate drug prices. Life prototypes, LPT, use a small piece of black electrical tape to cover your laptop, tablet, or phone cameras. It blends in with black backing, comes off easily without residue, and can be restuck hundreds of times so you can uncover for a FT with boo, then quick cover back up to keep hackers from watching you. POO. World News, attorneys say they now represent multiple whistleblowers with knowledge of Trump-Ukraine call. I can confirm that my firm and my team represent multiple whistleblowers, Andrew Bakich, the lead attorney for the original whistleblower. Life prototypes, LPT, check the air pressure on your spare tire annually. The only thing worse than having a flat tire is find out that your spare is flat too. Unpopular opinion, there is no such thing as a woke mega company, and all campaigns to pander to people groups are derived for increased profits, and those who go out of their way to support them are the actual problem. News, madcap confetti-throwing comic Rip Taylor has died at 84. News, billionaire, friend avoid jail time with $1 million donation plea deal in Las Vegas. News, at least 110 people killed as Iraq unrest hits Baghdad's volatile Sadr city. Technology, California cracks down on political and pornographic deep fakes. Residents can now sue anyone who puts their image in porn without consent. World News, Trump allies pressed Ukraine over gas firm. Businessmen and Republican donors touted connections to Giuliani and Trump while trying to install new management at the top of Ukraine's massive state gas company. Technology, a brain-controlled exoskeleton has let a paralyzed man walk in the lab. Technology, EFF to First Circuit, First Amendment protects right to secretly audio record police. Shower thoughts, a person doing a French accent is an impression, a Chinese accent is a racial stereotype. Today I learned, that celebrities have to pay $30,000 for their own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. They must sign a form stating that they want a star and that they will attend the unveiling of it. Celebrities Julia Roberts, Clint Eastwood, Denzel Washington, and Al Pacino still don't have a star. Unethical prototypes, ULPT don't pay off your medical bills right away if your credit doesn't matter. World News: Kurds condemn US stab in the back in Syria. Unethical: Turkey summons US diplomat over a Twitter like. News: Sorry, this is an emergency. Climate protesters block streets around world. Shower thoughts: paying $31 a month seems like a lot more than paying $1 a day. Today I learned, till someone who is under the age of 21 in Wisconsin, and some other states, can legally be served alcohol at a bar and/or restaurant if they are in the company of a parent, guardian, or spouse who is over the age of 21. Science: politicians with greater openness to experience were less likely to win elections compared to unsuccessful rivals, suggests new Canadian study, N equals 3,328. People who are open to new ideas may not be as great at sticking to their political messages, and consistency in messaging is important to voters. News: man charged with murder in beating deaths of 4 homeless men in New York. Science: the last mammoths died on a remote island where they had survived in isolation for 7,000 years. Technology: new bill would stop internet service providers from screwing you with hidden fees. Technology: California cracks down on political and pornographic deep fakes. Residents can now sue anyone who puts their image in porn without consent. Science: air-based LiDAR imaging reveals extensive networks of Maya canals for farming crops and harvesting aquatic animals. Researchers say these structures show how humans have adapted to unpredictable climate effects, providing an example for modern efforts. News: woman charged with false rape report faces trial in Kansas. Technology: Microsoft says Iranian hackers tried to hack a US presidential campaign. Unethical: bizarre but true. Tesla cars to soon have fart, goat noises to warn pedestrians. Politics: Rudy Giuliani will go down in history alongside Hitler's mustache waxer, Democratic politician says. Shower thoughts: swearing is said to be immature, although it is considered as adult language. Unpopular opinion: the friend zone is real, and you're dumb if you say it doesn't exist. Politics: the rich really do pay lower taxes than you. Politics: if Trump is impeached, Pence should go too. Politics: Fox and Friends host Brian Kilmeade attacks Trump for disastrous decision to abandon Kurdish allies. Life prototypes: LPT, is there someone in your life who always contacts you first in order to make plans? Take the time to contact them first for a change, it'll make them feel good. Life prototypes: LPT request, what advice can you give to a man who is going to live alone? Science: early hunter-gatherers interacted much sooner than previously believed. Native American communities were cosmopolitan, they traded with distant peoples, they engaged in complex social relationships, and they had direct and indirect knowledge spanning hundreds if not thousands of kilometers. Science: scientists believe that the function of zebras' stripes are to deter insects, so a team of researchers painted black and white stripes on cows. They found that it reduced the number of biting flies landing on the cows by more than 50%. News: madcap confetti-throwing comic Rip Taylor has died at 84.